friends. For those of you who are new to the channel, my name is Laurie and I van travel in my Ford Transit 350 RV build out. Today, as you can tell, I am recovering from a cold. I'm feeling much better today, believe it or not, even though I may not look like it or sound like it. But I've been in the house for like 3 days straight. And so I decided that I'm going to be recovering in my van for the next couple days. So I just stopped at Starbucks and I got a giant citrus mint tea and a little breakfast bagel. I think I am going to head over to the store and we're gonna do like a whole chicken soup, hot tea kind of next couple of days in my van. I brought some good books. It's raining, so it's going to be super cozy. And honestly, the minute I stepped outside, like the cool air just felt good to me. So that's kind of the plan. So I'm going to take you guys along with me. We're going to do a little van health and therapy. That's what we're doing. Cheers, you guys. All right, so it is a rainy day and I just got back from the store and I'm all ready to go. Again, like usual, not quite sure where I'm going, and I'll let you know when I get there. All right, you guys. So I landed at this campground that I've been to a couple of times, but I haven't stayed the night. I usually will just hike here. But I decided to check it out. It has always kind of honestly given me weird vibes here, but I don't know, I'm feeling okay. So I went to go pay and there's no envelopes and the box where you're supposed to put the money in isn't working, and the homie camp host was not accessible. He didn't look like he wanted to be bothered. So I'm just gonna wait here and then it started to rain. So I'm just gonna wait here until he decides to come collect the fee, because yeah, he needs to get out there and do his job. I'm just saying. So anyways, it is raining out, so I'm gonna eat my bagel and I'm gonna wait for the rain to stop. And I'm probably going to do a little bit of a hike because there is a nice little hiking trail here. Not too far because, again, I'm not feeling great, but I'll get outside. And what was cool is on the way over to the camp host or what have you to pay, I did see a whole herd of wild turkey. I didn't know that existed out here, so that was kind of cool. I stopped and watched them for a few minutes, and yeah, it's all good. So I'm going to eat my bagel and see what the day has to unfold. We'll see.
Why do tried to let it go. I found myself alone. I tried to let it go. I tried to let it go. I found myself alone. I tried to let it go. Why is it so hard? I gotta confess I'm losing it. Why do you keep haunting me? I gotta confess. I tried to let it go. I found myself alone. I tried to let it go. I tried to let it go. I find myself alone.
It's super cozy in here. I'm not hating this campground. It's raining for sure, so it's just making it like I don't know, have a little bit of a different vibe, I guess, than when I normally come here. I'm hoping that the rain will stop maybe a little later and I'll be able to go for a walk. But for now, I'm just hanging out in my van and yeah, relaxing and enjoying. I have a beautiful view outside my door. This campground is full of big oak trees, so I'm kind of like tucked in this little campsite. I do have some like looky-loos that I keep walking by. Like, I don't understand. Like, I get it. My van is open in the front, like with the windows and stuff. So they're like walking by, pointing at me, pointing inside the van. I'm like, okay, you guys. So I don't really want to put my shades up because it makes it super dark in here. But I'm like, really? Can you just give this girl a little privacy? Like, yeah, it was weird. But they left. So now I'm just enjoying my tea and gonna wait for the rain to stop and maybe take a little walk.
The Aqua Tibia Wilderness was designated as a wilderness in 1975. It has over 17,000 acres of backcountry. The name Aqua Tibia, Spanish for warm water, comes from the warm water pools left in the canyon bottoms at the end of the rainy season. This particular campground is the trailhead, pretty extensive trailhead to the mountains that you see in the background here. And I believe you can do some backcountry camping as well.
All right, I'm attempting to make chicken noodle soup, but just like enough for me tonight. So we'll see how this goes. Yeah. I chopped up some carrots and celery. I have them like kind of washing in this little bowl here. Chop up some onion and garlic, and then I will tackle the chicken. If I don't cut my finger off first. It's still raining out quite a bit, which is good. It's making it cozy in here. Oh my gosh. This is why I don't cook very often. Alright, you guys, here it goes. I've got my chopped chicken, the little bit of oil in my pan. A little bit of salt, pepper. All right, we're gonna brown the chicken. Cooking a little bone broth. So yeah, I have high hopes for this. We shall see. The chicken is pretty much cooked, so I'm going to add my carrots, celery, and onion. Minced garlic. And then I'm going to add my rest of my bone broth. This is chicken and mushroom organic bone broth. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. There we go. All right. So my soup is cooking really good. So I'm going to try something I've never tried before. I actually made a little like a dough before I left. Basically flour, water, and yeast with a little salt and pepper. Alright. Seems very to relax. I am slightly excited. Ready? One. Ready for this? So there you go, my dumplings in my chicken noodle soup. No, it could work. Let it cook. I don't know, they kind of grew in the pot, so we'll see. I'm guessing they're kind of probably almost done. They feel, I don't know. I don't even know what they're supposed to feel like. But I think we're getting close. I think it's going to taste good. That's the main thing, right? Here goes nothing. Oh, hi, pretty little bird. Oh, you guys gotta see this pretty little blue bird. So pretty. Okay. So this is my soup, what it looks like. We'll see. It's looking a little iffy. And I'll let you know how it tastes. All right. My soup. If we can see it. It's interesting. So the bone broth It has like a mushroom base, so it's almost like stew-like a little bit. But the chicken and carrots and vegetables, delicious. I haven't tried one of the dumplings yet. I'm going in. I have no idea. I feel like I made them too big. Next time I would probably do them a little smaller because they absorbed a bunch of the broth. We'll see. They're actually really good. Wow. Okay, Laurie. Look at you. Look at you cooking. And the mushroom broth with the dumplings, fire. Knocked it out of the park, just saying. That's 10 out of 10. It's a 5-star, man. Wow. Delicious. That's been on my mind. So I've been kind of thinking about what my why is for this van. Like what I originally thought about when I first bought the van and how I felt about it to like where I'm at now. Because sometimes I wonder, it's been a little over a year since I've had the van, and I've had some amazing trips, adventures. I've learned so much about myself and what I'm capable of. I've had so much fun. I've met some wonderful people. Like I have a lot of like great memories with the van. So before I bought my van, I watched all kinds of YouTube videos, like we probably all did. And I was super inspired by all these different van lifers and van adventure. And I loved what they were doing. And it was appealing to me. I was like, oh, I want to go. I want to go on an adventure. So I think that was a big part of it, for sure, is just the adventure, the sense of adventure. And then also, too, I think the idea of less is more, wondering what it would be like to just be with what you have traveling with. But I think the van, for me, is meaning something extra too. So I think time spent alone is definitely, I don't know, I kind of seek. So like even in my busy everyday, I don't at this point get to travel full time. I'm still working. I'm still like figuring out my real big girl life. So it's just not, the timing isn't right for me right now to do full time. I will be 62 this year. Crazy. And I plan on 2 more years probably of work, and then I will retire. And my hope is to go on a trip. I want to go on a long trip, like a year, to see like all the things I want to see in the States, adventure, not have any time restrictions, things like that. And then I kind of want to like pivot from there. I think for me, I need a home base always. I need a place to come back to or have that option. That's more just to have the option of, getting off the road when I'm tired, things like that. I've met so many people that travel in their RV in vans for different reasons. And I've kind of like just watched and observed and listened to their stories and why they travel, things like that. And there's some things that resonate with me, and then there's some things that maybe I feel different about. And I guess I'm learning to understand that that's okay too. I still watch a lot of YouTube van lifers and see the things that they do. And I'm like, oh, I need to do this more, or I need to live full time, or I need to buy some off-grid property, or, whatever that looks like. And I just have to kind of like put the brakes on for a minute. All right, Laurie, where are you at in your life? What works for you? And what do you want out of this experience? Went to the WRTR this year and meeting all these wonderful ladies. And I met guys too out there that live in their RVs and travel different places during the seasons and things like that. And sincerely, they're doing what they love. Like, there's something so honorable about that choice, no matter what you live in or what you own or what you have. It really doesn't matter. The fact that they're choosing to do what they love I look up to those people 100%. So, and just trying to navigate what all of this is going to look like for me and what I want from it and what I feel comfortable with and what my story is going to be. So I want adventures, I want experiences, and I want the accessibility to go places. So yeah, that's just my big deep thoughts before I go to bed tonight. I would love to hear in the comments, like, other van lifers or van travelers or RV dwellers. What are your reasons? What do you get out of it? What is it for you specifically? I would love to hear about that. So anyways, you guys, I'm going to get ready to go to bed. I am drinking my sleepy time tea. I'm going to read a little bit and wake up tomorrow and feel better. Good night. Say, the mornings outdoors and traveling in my van are my favorite. I love coffee, looking at nature. Like, that's one of my favorite things. It's like a great way to start the day. It's really not that cold, which is great. I have my van door open, looking out at the beautiful oak trees, a lot of little birds around here, which is cool. Yeah, I'm just like, can I just wake up every day like this? Someday soon. So I guess I'm going to add that to my things that I love, or the whys I travel in my van, is just the peaceful mornings and being in nature. It really does feed my soul. All right, you guys, I did want to share with you, I do have a little disclaimer. So last week I had the opportunity to go to Nashville with my friend, and we had the best time ever. It was the first time I've ever been to Tennessee. And I loved Nashville. It was a very quick trip via why I'm probably sick, but I had the best time ever. So I didn't film a lot of that trip. It was kind of time spent with my friend, and I did, it takes a lot of time to film, and I didn't want to like take time away from our time together. So I didn't film much, but I'll throw up a couple clips of Nashville because it was so much fun. But needless to say, I came back sick because, I'm not 20 or 30 anymore. and we definitely had a good time. So anyways, I'm not feeling great, but it was all a good time. Oh, we're going. Okay. This book is amazing, by the way. I keep it in the van, so I really only read it when I'm in the van, but I enjoy it so much. So I opened it up in chapter 3. It's called A World of Plenty. And what it says is, not what we have, but what we enjoy constitutes our abundance. And I think I needed to read that because that's kind of what I was trying to articulate last night. I think God, the universe, maybe my ancestors are trying to teach me that the value is not in the things, it's in the evolution of me as a human. So learning about what is important and what isn't important, not being in that fight or flight all the time, learning to just navigate what it is that makes me happy, not being afraid of not having, and just having what I need that brings me joy. Boy, that's a lot to unpack, but that's kind of where I'm at. So the book is called The Mindful Body, and it's thinking our way to chronic health. And I think that's important because I do worry so much, especially in the last couple of years, about all the decisions I've made and kind of upturned my life and what that looks like. And, you know, did I make a big mistake? But here's the thing. I think there was some things that needed to be turned upside down in order for me to find the path to healing and to finding out what it is that I'm supposed to learn. And also not letting it affect my health. So these next few weeks, I'm going to work on my immunities, like with my health and diet, but I'm also going to check in with how I'm feeling inside. I'm very guarded in that sense because people wear on me. Going back to the empath situation and those books that I read and just enlightened me on what kind of person I am. I take in all the things from all the people and I take them personally. I feel them deeply, and it's just caused me to be uneasy all the time. So I'm learning to realize that we all have our own individual things that we are dealing with. And just because I'm around people and they have those feelings doesn't mean that I should take them on. So yeah, just a lot going on here. But I feel going back, like circling back to what this van does for me, it's a reset. I feel cozy in here. I am alone. But it gives me a way to step back and look at what is good. So I don't know if you all can relate to this, but people that are, I'm going to grab my coffee, people that are close to my age, I feel like this last year or so, maybe even the last couple of years, like a snowball has been chasing me and it's caught up with me. And so I'm not just unpacking like the last few years of my life. I am unpacking everything from my life. And why? I don't know. I think some people live their life and never have to do this. These times in my van, reading, learning, being quiet, for me, it's probably like therapy. It's like what people do when they go to therapy. And I've thought about going to therapy, and I have gone to therapy. But I feel like I could almost file through that myself. And my van is definitely part of that. So yeah, cheers to van therapy. It helps me. So I'm talking too much. I'm going to lose my voice. I got work tomorrow. I gotta get better. All right, you guys. I don't know how much of this I'm going to put in the video, but if it can resonate with somebody else, or if somebody else is going through this kind of thing, like I would love to hear. So here we go. Here's to never, or better late than never. Yeah, that's my motto. Bye, guys. little breakfast. So I just looked finally at the back of my campsite, and it's like, oh, double camping fee, because apparently you can fit 4 cars in here. I'm like, oh, it totally didn't see that. But you know what? I still have not paid for my campsite because, like I said, no envelopes. The box is broken, and the camp host has his dog, which is like a pit bull. Not that they're mean, but he barks when I walk by, like fenced around his RV. So I'm like, I'm not gonna go up there and open the fence. So I don't know. He hasn't come by, but if he does, I'm gonna just let him know. Like, it was raining, I didn't see the sign, and hopefully he doesn't charge me like a double fee, because the campground is not full, and I did not see the sign, and I did try my very best to pay yesterday. So we'll see how that goes. So breakfast is a Noosa, happiness in a tub. I like the pumpkin. It's so good. I'm sure it's like full of sugar and all the things, but that's what we're doing this morning. And I will catch you on the next one.